Hello and welcome to the Watkins Glen International Raceway here in Watkins Glen, New York. I am King in the booth, joined by NAPA Auto Parts Cup Series driver Mace tonight, ready to bring you all the action from this road course up in the northern United States. Should be a good show. The Brakes Series travels here once again for the beginning race of the round of 6 in the playoffs. Got a field of 12 cars here ready to take to it. And so with that, no long introductions. Got a few pre-race ceremonies to get out of the way, and then we'll be racing. But please rise for the Canadian National Anthem. Please remain standing for the United States National Anthem. And now for the most famous words in motorsports.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your
Engines are fired here in the mountains of New York, and we're just about ready to go racing for 45 laps around the Watkins Glen International Speedway. I'm excited. Watkins Glen usually puts on good shows due to all right, so here we go, rolling off of pit road. So as we get rolling here, let's take a look at our commanders on the grid starting lineup for tonight at Watkins Glen. On the front row is the 27 of Ghost, taking home the pole, not in the playoffs, but still looking to catch that first win of the career. Alongside him, the 69 of Michigan made it to the round of 6. Behind him in row 2, his teammate, the 64 of David, also made it to the round of 6, and the 10 of Radical, still staying strong in the playoffs. Two multi-time winners there on the season in row 2. Row 3, a pair of non-playoff drivers, Hickory and Sierra, qualifying very well here tonight at Watkins Glen, looking to improve on that track position, and trophy hunt continues tonight for those two. Row 4, 48 of Russell, unfortunately eliminated from the playoffs after last weekend at Richmond. Just didn't have the run that he needed to advance. Gonna roll off alongside the 51 of Hernan into the round of 6. Row 5, the 5 of Bands, the surprise story of the playoffs, made it all the way to the round of 6 after a win at Talladega. Gonna roll off alongside the 25 of IMR. Row 6, the 99 of Toddy, back in the car once again for Bear Motorsports, looking to get that first career win, not in the playoffs. Alongside him, the 31 of Nick from Drone Strike Racing made it to the round of 6 and looking to chase his first Brakes Series title. So we're coming around to see the 1 to green signal, this time by the flag stand. And Mace, you got a race here in a few weeks in the Brakes Series, or in the Cup Series, excuse me. So anything in particular that you're going to be looking for to maybe jot down as a note before you come here in the Cup Series?
I'm looking at 2 corners in particular. I'm looking at this heavy braking zone going down, this downhill zone into turn 1, usually where most of the calamity is, especially on the restarts. And I'm looking at that bus stop. Very hard to navigate. Once again, a very heavy braking zone, and it gets very narrow through there. Not a lot of room for error. So, yeah, definitely. Obviously not behind the wheel tonight of a Brakes Series car, but yeah, definitely gotta get some film in here before we come here in a few weeks.
Absolutely, gonna be fun to watch those 2 corners, turn 1 and the bus stop especially. A lot of time to be gained and lost, and a lot of contact to be made in those 2 corners, but while we continue to pace around under yellow before we see the green flag, let's take a look at our RPM rundown for tonight at the Watkins Glen International Raceway. We've got 45 laps on the docket here tonight. Stages divided up into 12, 15, and Radical ran into the brake marker. And 45 laps to end it. This is a 2.45 mile road course, just under our 2.5 miles, like our super speedways Daytona. And 6 to 10 degrees of banking. You're going to see most of that banking right here in the carousel as we see the field come through. And you've got high-speed corners, such as the S's coming uphill after turn 1. Very high speeds right there. And then this carousel also going to see some high speed be carried through here. And then you've also got that bus stop that Mace was just talking about. Going to be a lot of contact there. Drivers going to have to be mindful on their A game, on their P's and Q's all night. And we've also got, you got to keep your momentum up on and off track. On track as in, you got to be able to maintain optimum corner speed all the way throughout, and off track, these playoff drivers have to keep this momentum going all the way through this round if they want to make it to the round of 4, the round of champions, to go chase a title. So doubled up off of turn 7, pace car leaves the racetrack, leaving the field in the hands of the 27 of Ghost, selecting the inside for this initial start into the Ohio Edison restart zone, and we are green flag racing at Watkins Glen. A good jump for the 69 on the outside, but here they come down the hill into turn 1. Michigan going to clear around the outside, and they're 5 wide, in multiple places further in the back. Everybody accelerating downhill now towards turn number 2. Lots of contact. Hickory into the outside wall. Radical also going to collect his teammate, but we continue uphill through the S's. Turn 3, turn 4 now, as we watch the mid-pack battles continue. Michigan
Big
out in the way with
from
the
all
lead.
that with Nick. Start at the back, all the way up to 4th.
Absolutely. Great execution on that initial start. Now he's going to continue to come forward as we make it through the bus stop for the first time at speed tonight. Russell off and into the Ohio Edison wall. He got some contact with the 10 of Radical going through there. Hard to make it through there with that many cars jammed in such little space, and Russell just got the first taste of it tonight. But now we still got multiple cars packed up together here, watching the 15 of Hickory make his way down this straightaway, headed for turn number 6. Battling with 2 Dodges. Jawarero's Sierra and Rab Racing's IMR gonna get 1 spot from the 25. Look to advance over the 28 as well. Not quite gonna be able to. Michigan gonna lead lap number 1. Oh, and now Ghost way off the track.
Way off.
Going into turn 1. That heavy braking zone caught him as you were speaking of before the green flag. Not sure how that happened, if it was a car failure or if he just broke too late. But it's going to cost him second and more positions.
Yeah, everyone finally up to speed, so you kind of have to adjust their braking because obviously on the initial start there, they weren't up to full speed. So potentially maybe speed might have caught that 27 off guard.
Oh, through the bus stop, bands into the Ohio Western Wall. Going to come back into traffic and collect his teammate, Hickory. 15 is going to slide and spin around and get straightened back out. And the caution will fly on lap number 2. That bus stop is going to catch bodies all night long. And Bands is the most recent affected.
Not a lot of room to run off there. Like I said, not a lot of room for error, especially with all those barriers out there.
Absolutely not.
Really just got to be almost perfect through there.
Michigan will come to the raceback. Be the first to catch the pace car. We're under yellow. Already on lap number 3 at Watkins Glen. 10 laps to go in the stage. So this will be an interesting time for a yellow here. We'll see if anybody tries to gamble and make it to the end of the stage with a pit stop here.
Yeah, before that 27 got caught up in an incident, I was going to mention look out for those drone strike cars tonight, the 27 and the 31 in particular, because 31, despite being at the back, he was really fast in practice and qualifying. Just had a lap invalidated, and you can see already it again was the benefactor of multiple wrecks, but already put himself in a great position in third. And I expect to see the 27 back up here in a couple of laps.
Definitely. And how about the 51 of Hernan as well? Had a really quiet start. Made his way up to second throughout all the chaos on the opening laps. Started about mid-pack just outside of the top 5, and here he is in second under yellow here. So lots of benefactors through the calamity in turn 1 and through the bus stop. 99 of Toddy as well inside the top 5. But we'll see how they line up following this pit stop. Pit road is open, so we'll see who chooses to come and who chooses to stay out.
That's kind of Hernan's style, isn't it? I feel like he quietly grinds out these results. He kind of just snuck up there into P2.
Absolutely. Won the opening race of the playoffs this season at Darlington, and like you said, just quietly drove away from the field in the later portions of the race and claimed his 4th win of the season, tied for the series lead with the 64 of David. Pit road is open. 69 and 51 going to come down, as well as a handful of race cars behind them. Difficult pit road here at Watkins Glen. The front stretch is, sloped upwards and downwards all the way down, but mainly this downward slope here coming down the front straightaway. Already caught the 25 of IMR outside of his box. The 64 of David sliding out of his box, it looked like. Might have been good before, but he was pretty far over it. 51 though, going to win the race off pit road. Had a few cars stay on the racetrack. 31, 15, and the 5, I believe. 48, 10 as well.
48 also stayed out, yep.
No, sorry, the 10 car pitted. 48 stayed out.
Interesting choice this early in the stage. These guys might be able to make it these remaining 9 laps. I think they'll be pushing it, though.
Yeah,
I think this rubber's going to wear out pretty quickly.
Definitely an interesting gamble this early in the race, because if you run out of fuel while pit road is closed, that's day over for you before stage 1 is over. And that could ruin a lot of these playoff drivers, which we just saw most of them pit. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on that if we go green throughout the remainder of the stage.
Long way around this course as well if you run out of fuel.
Absolutely.
It's pretty hard to make it back.
But the benefit of this track being so long is there's a lot of areas where you can save fuel, try and coast off throttle. So there's a lot of off throttle time. I don't know how else to say that. But a lot of opportunity to save fuel. Pit road is going to be open one more time. We'll see if these drivers that stayed out come to pit road. And Nick is going to stay out. Vance is going to come, as well as Russell and David. 64 coming down a second time. Russell And bands coming for their first trip of service on pit road tonight. Good stop for the 5 and the 48 and 64 all into their boxes. We could probably go green this time. They'll probably catch up. But I'll leave it up to y'all.
Seen a lot of guys in recent weeks be able to save fuel and make it to the end. I feel like it's been a common theme across both series. We've seen it a lot in the Cup Series, especially just the saving fuel at the end. Because we're talking about it laps before, like, oh, there's no way these guys will be able to make it on fuel, and they stretch it just enough.
Yeah, we can go green. All right, so we're going to see the green flag this time. 7 laps to go in stage number 1 when we come to the stripe. Nick will lead us to the choose cone. Last to first challenge completed for him. We'll see how he fares at the front of the field this time. 15 of Hickory in second behind him.
31, almost no time at all to get to the front either.
Absolutely. That could mean trouble for the rest of the field trying to keep up with him. But we'll just have to see. A few Fords inside the top 5. Here we come to the choose cone. Nick will go to the bottom, Hickory to the outside, followed by his teammate Radical. 69 of Michigan, 99 of Toddy, and the 5 of Bands also going to put themselves on the outside for this restart. Following Nick on the inside, the 51 of Hernan, 27 of Ghost, 28 of Sierra, 64 of David, 48 of Russell, and the 25 of IMR. So 31, your control car. Rolling through turn number 7, pace car will leave the racing surface and leave the field in the hands of the 31. Coming back to the Ohio Edison restart zone. We're back green in stage number 1. 7 laps to go at Watkins Glen. Down into turn 1 again. Look at the 51. Contact with the 31. Lots of contact through the field. Michigan and Radical into the tire barrier. They're going to lose a lot of momentum, and they're going to lose track position as well. Now headed back uphill through turns 2, 3, and 4. The S is here at Watkins Glen. We got trouble in the back. 48 of Russell around. Contact with the 25 of IMR, it looked like, sent him around. And for the second time, Russell already disconnected from the field on a restart, headed for the bus stop now. Let's see how they manage. Oh, 15 gonna catch the inside wall.
15's
Hernan also
way
into
off.
the wall. Oh, Michigan sliding through the Ohio Edison wall.
Everywhere.
And the caution's going to come back out. Got a number of cars off the track. And the yellow flag will fly once again. What?
15 wanted to go for it there. Big lunge there, got way too aggressive.
The pace car's stuck. Well,
We even got pace car troubles. It's all going around here.
I guess just leave it. I don't know. If you can't get it unstuck. Oh, there you go. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. I guess it's just not collidable. That's weird. Yellow flag flies once again already. Nick comes to the race back first this time.
Apparently the 5 was upside down. Did not see that.
What? That's weird. Everything right here is collidable. I'm not following through. Is it just the car that falls through the map? Like, what? Is it a collision room? That's weird. Alright, pit road gonna be open one more time. Or sorry, first time on this yellow. We'll see if anybody pits again this time. I would assume anybody that pits on this yellow can make it to the end of the stage, so we'll probably see the entire field hit pit road this time.
Yeah, anyone who pits here will have more than enough fuel and tires to make it to the end.
Well, a lot more cars than I thought would have stayed out. Probably going to come the second time, but for those on pit road, likely going to be 4 tires and fill it up with VP race fuel.
Like a pretty clean pit road so far.
Yeah, people minding their business here, especially with the downhill slope coming off pit road. Surprised we haven't seen more infractions. Oh. Pit road gonna be open one more time. Likely see the green flag with 3 to go in stage. Nick, only car on the racetrack that has not hit pit road a single time since the green flag has dropped. But he should be good on fuel. Probably, looks like a really good call actually by the pit crew. Keep him on the racetrack. All these yellows, being able to save a lot more fuel than he would be if he was running at race pace. But good heads up call for him. I'm sure the field will take notice of that. And up in one more time. 28 Sierra onto pit road. Not by himself. 99 Toddy also topping off.
Guys at the front, like Nick and Radical, they choose to not pit once again.
Yeah.
Gonna make
Track
fuel
position
last.
is valuable. Track position is valuable, but it is easy to lose as well with the amount of corner cut barriers and the amount of contact we've seen already. So these drivers from the back could have a good opportunity to make their way to the front, just as we saw the 31 do on the initial start.
We'll see if their tire advantage means anything against these guys up here.
Oh yeah,
like you said,
track think about that.
Track position is very valuable. We'll see how valuable it is, though.
That we shall.
Me personally, I'm a guy who always prefers fresher tires over track position, so we'll see how it works out in this instance on a road course.
Yeah. Gonna be an interesting restart. 3 laps to go in the stage. Playoff points on the line. And you got to start your playoffs out strong. Each round, you got to start it out strong. Take a look at our points coming into tonight following the stage 1 conclusion and paint the picture coming into the round. But for now, about to paint the picture for this restart here at the choose cone. Nick, the control car, to the bottom once again. Radical gonna align himself to the left, sorry. Followed by his teammate Hickory, Hernan, Michigan, IMR, and Bands on the right side or left side. Jesus. Nick, Russell, David, Ghost, and Toddy. All on the left side or right side. Jesus Christ, I'm just gonna stop doing directions. I'm gonna say inside and outside. Headed for the Ohio Edison restart zone. Good bump to the back from the teammate to the 10. We're back green. 3 laps to go in stage 1. Hickory, a big cross all the way to the left or right side of the racetrack. 10 car gonna bounce off the wall. Keep going.
Relatively clean so far. About the cleanest it's been all night.
Yeah, but we've been able to make it through turn 1. The bus stop's been where we've been having issues. Side by side for the lead coming through around turn 4. Radical gonna power around the outside and clear Nick. What a pass. Now can he defend into the bus stop?
Can we survive the bus stop?
Can we make it through the bus stop? Hopping the curves, everybody hopping curves. Look at Nick driving to the inside. Oh, we got cars around in the back. Toddy around, gonna save it. Hickory also gonna save it. I think everybody saved her. Yeah, we're gonna stay green.
27 was hard into that wall there.
Yeah, everybody got it straightened back out though. So we'll stay green now. Russell and Hernan in this battle for the lead here. Radical back to fourth. Nick still with the lead. Coming back to turn number 7 to see 2 laps to go now. Pit road closes this time by.
Hernan, I believe, the guy up here in the top 4 with the freshest tires, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I believe he does have the freshest tires.
Yeah, it would be him actually. He hit pit road. We know Radical and Nick didn't. Not sure about Russell. Contact between the 10 and the 51. Nick already opening up a gap though over the 48. Looks like he's got this stage one in the bag. If he can keep it clean for just a few more laps, no mistakes. A few cars coming up the uphill pretty slowly. 99 and 27 might have gotten together.
'51 wants to go, trying to get rid of this 48 real quickly. And he does.
Yeah, and he got by him. What a pass. Oh, contact in the bus stop. A few cars into the Ohio Edison wall. Sierra, Toddy, and Ghost all get together. They clip the Ohio Edison wall, and they continue just losing some track time. Somebody stopped? Oh, yeah, Michigan, I think. Yeah, Michigan was stopped coming off the carousel, waiting for an opening to rejoin the racetrack. Not sure what happened to him. He's going to lose any chance at stage points. But Nick going to lead to the white flag at stage 1. Got a great opportunity for stage points to kick off his round of 6. Hernan and Radical, 2 playoff drivers, also filling out the top 3, which all 3 positions will receive playoff points at the end of this stage. Battle is on for second though. See if Radical can run down the 51.
Cut into that gap just a little bit. I don't think it's going to be nearly enough for this stage.
Yeah.
Nick has a set of goodbyes in that car.
Looks like the older tires are going to hold on for the 31 here in this 3-lap dash for the stage. Hernan sliding through the bus stop, trying everything he can to get to that 31. Just don't think he's got the time.
Driving the hell out of it.
2 of the top 3 winners at road courses already on the season. Radical got his at the Chicago Street Course. Hernan got his in his first Brake Series victory. Or wait, no. Yeah, I think it was his first Brake Series victory at Portland earlier in the season. But coming off turn 7, Nick gonna lead us to the green and white checkered flag and take home stage number 1 at Watkins Glen. Hernan and Radical follow 2nd and 3rd. Russell comes home 4th in IMR. Road course ringer here in the Brake Series. Gonna come home 5th in stage number 1.
25, another guy that made up a lot of time on those fresher tires.
Oh yeah, IMR's had some of his best runs of the season at these road courses. I think of Saskatchewan and Chicago, where he was very impressive. Well, there's a taste of the green flag action we can get here. See if we can keep it together on our upcoming restart here after stage 2 begins. But once again, got another round of pit stops on the way. 31 of Nick can finally come to pit road, reset that race car, get fresh tires and a full tank of VP race fuel, and really see what he can do now.
It should open this time. So, yep, there.
Yep. All right, here comes everybody. Going to be busy on pit road this time. Slow-mo lag, a lot of scripts in one place. Everybody making it into their boxes with minimal issues. Nick first on pit road, down and away. No complaints about the car, just needed 4 tires and fuel and go fire back off in stage 2 just as good as he finished. Gonna lose a few spots on pit road because he had to get full service. A few drivers that have been to pit road already, Michigan and Hernan, beat him off of pit road, not needing full service to get back what they needed. Let's take a look at our points coming into tonight to kick off the round of 6. Atop the points, the 51 of Hernan with that win at Darlington and the playoff points he earned throughout the stages leads the points coming into tonight at Watkins Glen. And second place stage points here tonight already. A good start to the round of 6 for him. Could he get another opening round win tonight at Watkins Glen? We'll see. Second in points behind him, the 10 of Radical. So consistent, been his MO all season. And he's continued that into the playoffs. Comes into this round second after not seeing victory lane in round number 1. And Vans in third. Really surprising that he's made it this far. I'm just going to say it. I don't think many people in the community had him making it this far in the playoffs, but here he is inside the top 4 to kick off the round of 6, in position to advance if it ended right now. And Vance is third after a win at Talladega. His first career win helps his playoff push out a lot. And then fourth car in the points, the 31 of Nick, also did not get a win in the first round, but looking like he's got one of the best cars here tonight at Watkins Glen if he can stick around to the end with that pace. We'll see where he comes out in the points after tonight. And then the 2 cars outside of the playoff bubble, if it were to end tonight, would be the 64 and the 69, teammates from Dynaco Racing Motorsports. So they gotta perform here in these 3 races in the round of 6, and not off to a great start either. Neither of them getting any playoff or stage points through stage 1, but still got a lot of racing left, a lot of opportunities for points, especially that fastest lap point, which is still on the table. I believe it's 2 points for the fastest lap, actually. So coming back to the green this time. We'll choose our lanes on the backstretch and get back racing. Alrighty. Here we go to the choose. Radical going to lead it this time. Russell going to go to his outside. Hickory and Toddy, row 2. David and Michigan both going to go to the inside. Turn into the outside. IMR to the outside. Nick to the inside. Ghost and Vans also to the inside. Heavy majority to the inside for this restart. We'll see how they fare. Will we see a lot of contact? I think so. Let's see who can make it through.
Gotten those elbows out almost every single restart going on to turn 1. Expecting more of the same here.
That's what you got to do here at Watkins Glen. Radical through the Ohio Edison restart zone. We're back green at stage number 2 at Watkins Glen. 10 car with a good jump, gonna able to get it slowed down. Contact through second on back. Radical got a really clean turn 1, able to drive away for the time being. Lots of contact though still being made in the back. That's the 27 of Ghost, it looked like, was turned across the field for a moment there.
Look at the 31 of Nick. He started in like 7th, all the way up to 2nd already.
Nick is a wizard on these restarts. We're gonna have to keep a better eye on him through these restarts. Headed for the bus stop for the first time. Radical very aggressive through there, able to hold on to the lead.
Oh, big Radical.
Oh, somebody's off track. 48, 28, 27.
99.
All got caught by that Ohio Edison barrier, and the caution's going to come out. I don't know if that needed to be a yellow, but whatever. Coming back to the race back now. Look at David sending it around the 10 of Radical, and he's going to take that spot. What a pass. Oh, my goodness. Contact coming through turn 7. Radical tried to get him back. Not quite able to. Nick, though, from mid-pack to
look at our
first in a lap.
31,
what a restart. What a restart for Nick. What a pass for second by David on that race back. But we're under yellow once again.
Looked like a big loser on that restart was the 48 of Russell, who started second, but after that turn 1, I pretty much lost all of his track position, went straight to the back. We caught him in an incident.
Got shoved wide into the tire barrier there on turn 1 exit, and then kept getting hit. And just really, yeah, like you said, big loser on that restart.
Well, shuffling on that restart, for sure.
Absolutely. Under yellow for the 4th time tonight, 3rd time for incident. I think the pace cars led the most laps tonight.
Yeah.
After him, though, I'd probably have to say 31 of Nick. It's so strong, and now he's back in the front.
Got problems for the 15 right now. Stopped on track. Oh, he's got it going again.
Might have stalled coming
I'm
uphill.
not yet. Yeah, he got stalled. Got it going now.
Outside of the playoffs is Hickory. He's made his return to the Brake Series a few weeks ago at Darlington, had a great run, and he's been keeping that momentum up ever since. Probably would have made the playoffs if he was more available throughout the regular season. So he's just trophy hunting at this point. Before the season's out, got a handful of race cars from the back half of the field hitting pit road. Javarero teammate, or no, sorry, not teammates. 2 Dodges, IMR and Sierra, as well as the 27 of 48, all on the pit road. All the playoff drivers, though, stayed out. A lot of yellow banners and spoilers at the front of the field here as we continue under yellow. If these guys all stay out on the second lap, going to be interesting to see how they race each other on this restart, knowing that points are as valuable, as they are.
I think they got to figure out a way to get this 31 out of the lead. I think this is the class of the field right here. This guy's been to the back to the front, like almost 2 times.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
31 is bad fast.
Nick, a multi-time Cup Series winner, back in the Brake Series for this season with Drone Strike Racing. And he has been lighting it up every time he's been to the racetrack. 2-time winner on the season, I believe. Yes, 2-time at New Orleans and Kansas. Nick found victory lane. And our road course winners on the season. Winner at Coda to kick off the road courses of the season was Panda, not in the league anymore. And then Hernan found victory lane at Portland. Then it was Radical at Chicago. And most recently, David at Saskatchewan. So lots of playoff drivers with road course prowess. We'll see how they have to keep an eye on them throughout this race here. Michigan and Hernan pitting on the second lap, as well as Toddy, Sierra, Ghost, and IMR coming to top off. Pace cars into the Craven Engines barrier. Let's get a long run going here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if we go on a long run, especially in this stage.
To the end of the stage.
I mean, some of these guys, I think, will once again be really close on fuel. So, yeah, really, I do really want to see a long run. I want to see how this strategy plays out.
Me as well. But we're coming to the green flag this time around. We'll see 8 laps to go once we come to the stripe under the green flag. And Nick, once again, will try and pull away from the field. We've been talking about his restarts, and once again, restarting from the lead. Let's see if he can do the same thing and just drive away. There's all starts in the Ohio Edison restart zone, though, getting a good run through there, getting a good launch. 64 of David, though, going to be likely alongside him for this restart. One of the best restarters in the series, so we'll see how these two fare once we get back green. And then 10 of Radical, also just extremely fast. David going to stay behind the 31 on this restart. Radical to the outside.
Interesting choice
Hickory
there.
Bands also to the inside. A lot of, wow, everybody to the inside. It'd be easier to name the drivers that didn't go to the inside. Radical, Toddy, and IMR.
3 of them?
Yeah, Radical, Toddy, and IMR are the only brave souls to go to the outside for this restart. So Nick gonna lead us to the Ohio Edison restart zone. Oh, contact.
A little bit of trouble there. The guy.
Back on the throttle though. We're green flag racing once again.
They're leaning on each other.
Side by side contact. We got a car around. Hickory sliding into turn 1. Gonna take out the 99 and the 51 and 5 also collected. They're gonna get off of each other. We'll stay green. Radical and Nick though, still side by side coming up through the S's. Advantage now goes to the 31. Got the inside through turn 4. He'll clear back for the lead. Coming or headed down the backstretch towards the bus stop. The 28 of Sierra now into third over the 64 of David as well.
He comes from out of nowhere.
Oh, big contact in the back. 27 into the braking marker. It looks like gonna collect the 99. Lots of smoke coming into the bus stop. Toddy's around. Band's around. Sierra from third also around. And the yellow flag is back out for the 5th time tonight.
That's 64 and 28, battling hard for position. Once again, into that Ohio Edison wall there in the bus stop.
Yeah.
Doing numbers tonight.
Oh, contact for the race back. Nick and Radical racing hard. Coming back for the race back. Looks like Nick's going to get it. And he will at the line. But that was close. Aggressive racing there for that race back. Most racing we've seen tonight. Just been pacing for the rest of the way.
That tire lap was a mess. We had trouble from the start there, just coming down to turn 1.
Yeah. And we are back under yellow. So will we see the green with 4-3 to go once again?
You got to get a bike out on that wall there in the bus stop.
Let's have another look at that near wreck going into turn 1 on the restart. That was 15 of Hickory, went sideways, headed downhill, spinning really fast. Let's have another look. Already contact on the restart before he even got to the zone, and then Nick and Radical side by side, door to door, coming down across the line and headed for turn 1. Into the braking zone. Contact made. 15 goes spinning through turn 1. Going to collect the 99, send him sliding. The 51 and 5 with nowhere to go. But they get straightened out and we stay green, and then more chaos unfolds in the bus stop. Calamity corner as it's been tonight. Let's have one more look at this. See if we can figure out where this contact initiated. Looks like David's going to get hooked with the 99 of Toddy there. Spin back across traffic and then catch the 15, send him around, and then it's on from there for the cars behind. It's the racing deal, it looks like. Toddy and Sierra on pit road. IMR as well. Pit road open one more time.
Ugh.
Radical will come. Nope, he's gonna stay out. Hernan gonna come down.
Got 2 people in.
So Suck will go green with 4 to go this time.
Oof.
Once again, another relatively short dash to the stage conclusion. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll see if you make it green this time, or will this stage end under caution.
We are not making it green.
Don't jinx it.
It's judged based
I mean,
off
hey.
see. You have to agree.
Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
we going 5 wide into every corner. Bro.
Massive hit under yellow coming through the bus stop. Or not the bus stop, the S's.
Anyways, we're going green, boys.
Nick and Radical once again, likely going to be the front row. Playoff points, playoff points, playoff points, stage points as well. The name of the game here tonight, as well as finishing the race strong. Kicking off a round of 6 well for the drivers with the yellow banner and spoiler. That should be at the top of their minds.
Everything goes to Elwood. This is super speedway, boys.
Everybody else, though, racing for a win, racing for your spot potentially, racing for your seat for next season. Lots of different motivation here throughout this field here tonight. We'll see how it all cultivates here in stage 2 and the rest of the race. But once again, very lopsided shoes. Majority of the field to the inside. Well, no, it's evened out. Never mind. Nick and Radical line leaders on the inside and outside. David and Hickory second row behind them. Russell and Hernan row 3. Michigan and Bands row number 4. So coming back for the Ohio Edison restart zone once again to see 4 laps to go at Watkins Glen. Nick is on it, and he's back green. Once again, Radical got a good push from the 15 of Hickory.
Oh,
behind
there we
him,
go.
more contact going into
There
one
we go.
already. And they get straightened out. Radical into the outside. Well, here comes Hickory up the inside for the lead. That's the first restart that we've seen Nick. I think that might be the first restart we've seen Nick actually lose positions. Now coming uphill.
Look out, Nick. Oh, yep. Oh, he's going to lose even
Lots
more
of
now.
contact going into coming through turn 3. Multiple cars around, almost a blockade. And the caution's going to come back out. And this stage will end under yellow. 6th yellow of the night coming down to the bus stop.
Oh my god,
Oh my
Tommy.
lord.
Oh, my God.
Toddy and Russell got
This-
stuck. Toddy and Russell got stuck. I don't know if
Was even
I'll
out in
blame
front, is
that
it
on
Hickory?
Yeah, Hickory. Only driver to make it through the bus stop clean. And the S's.
We got 4 non-playoff drivers, first through 4th right now. Wait, that's just about to end the stage with only 1 driver getting the playoff by. It looks like it's going to be Hernan, who's in 5th place right now. He's going to dive it in on Ghost. But it's not going to be enough.
Oh, yeah, Ghost down pit road.
And that's the stage.
Wow.
Wins stage number 2. The first 4 positions are occupied by non-playoff drivers.
Wild.
Hernan gets 5th. He gets 2 points.
Let's have another look at it.
I did. Oh my goodness.
Coming down off of turn 1 here, downhill, cresting back uphill through the S's. Turn 2, we make it through there. Pretty clean, but it looks like the 31 of Nick just runs wide. Maybe contact with the 10 of Radical. Once again, those two had some contact coming down through turn 1. Might have ran Nick wide a little bit off into the grass, trying to get back on the racing surface before he hits that NAPA barrier right there. And he's just going to barely clip it and catch the 69 of Michigan. Trying to come by, spin him around. Nick and Radical also go around. Everybody trying to check up. You got some drivers don't know that it's going on. Hard spot for spotters to be able to see. And drivers just see smoke, and some are able to get slowed down, some are not. But that is a near track blocker right there through between turns 3 and 4 at Watkins Glen, and that'll bring out our 6th caution of the night.
Drivers in the Drone Strike Racing Camp not really making a lot of friends tonight. I said to keep an eye on them. They're making their presence known just for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, man, those cars have been fast too. Those cars were great in qualifying as well. 31 of Nick had the start to the back, but before that, it validated lap, or after that rather, he was still running extremely fast lap times. All right, so there's your stage 2 results. Hernan, the only playoff driver to get playoff or stage points. Top 4, all non-playoff drivers: Hickory, Toddy, IMR, and Ghost. I don't think that's correct order, but whatever.
That is the correct order.
Oh, genius. Hickory.
That is A order. Both BMS drivers going to the back. All the forwards going to the back.
Lots of pit road struggles tonight.
And Vance, and Toddy, and the 31.
Everybody's speeding on exit.
Nick,
Everybody's
right there at the end, caught him on the exit.
Godly.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think that's 7 guys, unless I'm counting that wrong, that had a pit road penalty.
Goodness.
It was 6. I mean, we're struggling everywhere right now. We can't get green flag laps in. We can't get to pit road. My God, these guys got to figure it out.
Goodness. Watkins Glen is proving troublesome for the Brakes Series drivers tonight. But we'll see if we can get some green flag racing in stage 3, hopefully. Longest stint of the night.
Do we think Forza is having fun?
I don't know. I think Forza was kind of just hoping. I think Forza was just hoping to, sit back and officiate and not drive the pace car as much as he's having to tonight. But he's getting he's working for that paycheck. I'll tell you what.
He's getting his practice in for next weekend.
That's true. Get familiar with the track. Cup Series will come to Watkins Glen next weekend.
King doesn't pay his employees. This guy.
Yeah, he really doesn't. He actually steals money from us.
I'm not the treasurer. Okay, see that. It was one time. Ford steals the roebuck. It was one time. Ford did it on multiple accounts. And then when I do it, apparently it's an issue, so he got to kick me out.
Well, we got to overthrow both.
It wasn't even that much either. It wasn't even that much either.
Stealing is stealing, King, no matter how big or how small.
Okay, so if I steal a candy bar from the corner store, or if I steal a 747, I deserve the same punishment.
You stole a 747?
You deserve to get lit up. You deserve to get lit up.
Wait a minute.
And again, competitive.
I'm about to say, yeah, you see, yeah, it's about context. Think about who you're stealing from. if anything, stealing the candy bar is worse because you're stealing from, first of all, a poor store owner. If you steal a 747, you're stealing from billionaires. They're not going to lose that much.
But
it's about context.
But
how
even
did
then,
we even get on
stealing
this
is
topic?
stealing. You
Stealing
deserve to
Robux,
get
right?
You deserve to get
Well, whatever.
3 bullets straight through you.
Oh my god. Well, we'll all get paid eventually. Come season's end, we'll be swimming in it once again.
I better get like 50% of the cut. I've been carrying the official team all season.
I better get 80% of the cut then. I've been carrying the whole league all season.
That's real.
Well,
just
I'm gonna with a paycheck. You know what?
No, get out of here. Shut up, get out of here. Coming to the choose code, Hickory gonna lead us to the choose. Hickory gonna lead us to the choose. Radical on his outside, BTM teammates on the front row. Russell and Michigan, row number 2. Hernan and David, row 3. Nick and IMR, row 4. Let's see if Nick can pull some more magicianery. Oh my God, Forza.
Oh my goodness.
well.
Oh my goodness. 3 wide restart. Look at this.
Green flag back out in the air. Good jump from the 15 and
Did
the
somebody
40.
say
Basically,
something
the
about
entire
Forza being
race,
drunk?
Got a good jump. I did.
Yeah,
He might be.
He's drunk.
Probably
Oh,
is.
Radical and
Oh,
Michigan
get
all
it
making
right,
contact. Hernan trying to make his way through more contact. Look at Hickory.
Look out,
Hickory
man.
is
Look out,
Hickory
look
is
out.
gone. Hickory is piecing out on the field as they try and get it sorted out, coming up through the S's to turn 4 now, as they're still side by side in multiple places, headed for the bus stop. Let's see if we can make it through this time.
Oh boy. Spin the problem corner right here. Oh, well.
Oh, they're wrecking before they even get there.
48.
But we make it through the bus stop itself pretty well. That did not need to be a yellow.
Deeper green.
That did not need to be a yellow. What are we doing? Supreme? Why are we trigger
Phantom
heavy?
yellow.
Alright,
Phantom
we're still
yellow.
green. We're still green.
That was about the cleanest we got through the bus stop all night as well.
Literally, they wrecked before the bus stop and they kept rolling.
Yeah, 48 hit that wall coming to the bus stop, collected the 5.
Wait, no, that's a 1 out of 4 for what lap is this? Like, something.
Hickory leading the way. Got a lot of fast race cars behind him, though. That's 51. Winner on a road course earlier this season. 27-year pole sitter. The 10 and the 64 also been running at the front of the field all day. And Nick in the 31 just a few paces behind these 5. Going to be a tall task for Hickory to hang on to this lead. It's now the 51 of Hernan already striking down this back straightaway. Let's see if he'll try something into the bus stop, or will he bide his time? Looks like he's going to wait.
Backing up here.
Yeah, but here comes the 27 of Ghost trying to come forward.
Out of nowhere.
Nearly 3 wide, trying to hold it, coming through the carousel. Hickory still with the lead, barely going to get back clear. Hernan now.
15 has his mirror full right now.
Absolutely. Got to put on the blocking job of his career here. And we still got 13 to go.
Top 4 all under a blanket here. Finally get some green flag racing. Top 5 now. Never mind.
A mix of playoff drivers and non-playoff drivers. They're all racing for the lead here at Watkins Glen. We got a few cars slow and stopped on the front stretch. David and Hernan get together. We're going to stay green. They're going to lose a lot of track position. Absolutely. 2 playoff drivers getting together. Now here's Radical, though, coming for the lead on his teammate. Side by side up through turn 3. Still side by side.
These guys.
Hickory's still hanging on there. Wow.
Here comes
Radical
the 27
able to get clear. 3 Fords racing for the top spot here at Watkins Glen through the bus stop. Contact made. Radical sideways into the Ohio Edison barrier. Hickory and Ghost now just left to fight it out for the lead. These 2 by themselves. Nick now into the frame in 3rd.
Just an accordion effect there from the 15 and the 27. Got into each other, got into the 10. Got him upset.
Oh, no. Teammates get together. Let's have another look.
That's a teammate.
Oh, that's a teammate.
Yikes.
Here we go.
But you know who's back in this picture? 31.
31 to Nick,
Here he comes.
yep. That car is on rails tonight. Oh, you see it right there, the 10 of Radical. Coming through the bus stop, they just tried to come through on each other's bumpers, and that's never going to work. I think Radical might have caught that inside wall a little bit coming into the bus stop. Took a very defensive entry. Or might have just gotten over the curbs wrong. The 15 got into him. I'm sure Hickory was not trying to do that to his teammate, his playoff teammate.
Absolutely not.
But nonetheless, contact was made.
Just got upset there. Just got a little bit upset.
Oh, Ghost into the go bowling barrier. Oh no, from second place, a massive hit. Toddy also into the barrier in the same spot. They both spin off the racetrack and continue.
31 with issues as well. Lost a
Oh
couple positions.
God, Michigan into the Ohio Edison wall now. Gonna spin into the 99 and the 10, and the yellow comes out.
Trouble.
Man, what a job from Hickory holding on to that lead from multiple hard charging drivers. Let's have another look at this one with the 15 and the 27. Just trying to get too far left coming into the bus stop. It's a 27 of Ghost, trying to go for that little bit of daylight he sees there, and just hard hit into the go bowling barrier. Let's have one more look. Right there.
I just don't think passing in the bus stop, trying to go for a move in the bus stop, I just don't think it's the right move.
Definitely not on entry.
Tonight.
Definitely not on entry to the bus stop. It's just so tight, and you can carry so much speed. It's just disaster waiting to happen if you try it. And when we do see a pass there, it's rare, and it is incredible. But Ghost tried it on the 15, couldn't get it to fit. And now let's have a look at the 69. Trying to come through at speed, trying to make his way past the 99. And just ran out of room again. Contact made. Here's Michigan coming around. Toddy just a little wide through the bus stop. No contact made between the two prior to Michigan catching that Ohio Edison wall. Just trying to carry too much speed through that bus stop once again. Gonna bite him. He's gonna spin into the 99 and collect the 10 of Radical.
I think the 48 and the 64 were stuck, by the way, and they just got unstuck. So they might show up as a lap down. 64 I know was stuck for sure.
No, they can fix their laps. Or the officials can fix their laps or whatever. Pit road is open. Nick coming down. We should just be within the range of being able to make it to the end here.
It's about the window here.
Potentially last stop of the night if we go green the rest of the way, which I doubt.
There'll be about 8 laps to go. I think, they should be able to make it from there. Get back racing.
I think we'll see a lot more cars pit on the second lap as well, just to get that extra lap or so of fuel into the car.
Couple speeders there on entry.
Wow, this has been fun. Been fun when we've had some green flag racing.
Yeah, that little 3-lap run or however long it was, about the most fun we've had all night, I would say.
Yeah. Hickory still your leader, going to be open one more time. It's pit road. We'll see if we have any more takers. I would assume that most people would come back on this second lap because I think we can make it all the way. if we go green all the way. If we have some yellows, that might throw off some strategy, might throw off some mileage, but we'll just have to see. The way that things have been going tonight, though, I would not be surprised if we saw at least one more yellow. 2 would not surprise me. Hell, I'd even expect an overtime or 2. Which has become a lot more recent in the playoffs in the Brake Series.
Race is going to ramp up now. It's go time for some of these people.
I think all of the races, all the Brake Series races in the round of 10 went to overtime. Because Darlington went to overtime, Talladega went to triple overtime, and Richmond also went to overtime. So yeah, would not be surprised if we got another overtime here in the round of 6 opener, especially with the trend of crashing in the bus stop here at Watkins Glen. But gonna come around to see the green flag this time. And we'll choose our lanes on the off of turn 5. Let's see. How about Bands up in second in the Huntrix car? Looking good. Been a quiet day for the 5. Made the playoffs after a very strong run at Talladega where he got his first Brake Series win. Or sorry, made the second round. He was already in the playoffs, obviously. And looking to carry that momentum through round number 2. We'll see if he can take advantage of this track position on this restart here and maybe open up a gap. Get some more chaos on this restart. We'll see. Gonna follow his teammate to this choose cone though. And let's see where Hickory will put himself. Probably on the bottom. And yes, he will. Hickory and Bands to the bottom, Russell and Radical to the top. Nick, Ghost, David, and Michigan, I believe. Yep. And Hernan and Michigan and Sierra all on the bottom.
Once again, I'm looking at that 31 on this restart.
You gotta keep an eye on Nick every time. He's not in the lead on a restart. Gotta keep an eye on him.
2 lanes deep. He's made it work all night.
15 of Hickory leading us back into the Ohio Edison restart zone. 2 non-playoff drivers, the front row, followed up by 2 playoff teammates from Blaze Tech. Back green in stage number 3, 8 laps to go. And Watkins Glen, lots of contact made going into turn 1. Oh, got a few
Nick.
cars wiped out.
Big send from Nick there.
Hickory still with the lead. Once again, the 15 of Scares though in second behind him. Nick up to third already. Radical and the Bands behind him, 5th and 4th in line. Headed down the back straight area for the bus stop. Pretty spread out. We might make it through this time. Knock on wood.
We'll see.
Oh, Ghost hopping over that first curb. Gonna get a great exit though, all the way to the inside of the 15.
Couple guys into
got
that
a
wall.
few cars sliding. Coming off the bus stop.
Not nearly
We're
as
gonna
bad.
stay green.
Not nearly as bad as it has been.
15-27, still side by side coming to turn 6. 2 non-playoff drivers once again at the front of the field battling. Nick now starting to close in from
27's
third.
clear.
Oh, a little bump from Hickory though.
Coming back.
Back to the inside.
You laid the bumper on him.
He was trying to get back to the inside. 27 got a good run off the corner though. Did not allow the 15 to stay there. Hickory again, great turn 1. What a corner, oh my God. All the way to the inside and back to the lead goes Hickory with a power move through turn number 1. Contact made between playoff enemies, the 10 and the 31, side by side coming up through turn 1. Nick back around the 10 for the 3rd spot.
That 10 had a hell of a move into turn 1 there, getting underneath the 31.
Absolutely, and his
He's still
teammate
lurking.
did the same thing. The 15 for the lead. Gonna lead us through the bus stop once again.
We're through so far. All right.
Here we go.
Getting somewhere.
Oh, Nick
Getting somewhere
up the
now.
track a little bit.
27 still on the prowl here for that 15 car.
Nick's still hanging out in 3rd as well. Let's take another look at that pile up into turn 1 on the restart. We stayed green though. So let's have another look. Coming through the restart zone, all the way downhill. Lots of contact made right as we got into the braking zone. 31 of Nick really just goes straight through the corner, makes a lot of contact. 48 of Russell and the 99 of Toddy, the Target twins, taking a few spins. But we stay green. And the 15 of Hickory once again makes it through the contact, makes it away with the lead. And now Ghost looking to be under fire from the 31 of Nick here for second.
Teammates once again.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you said it. German strike teammates. Oh, Hickory slow through the bus stop. Contact with the 27. He's going to lose the lead. Nick going to swing by and take it. Radical and Hickory now, door to door, side by side. They're all losing time. The 31 is gone all the way halfway down this back straightaway. His teammate now in second is Ghost. Radical to third, or third to Radical to third. And Hickory now relegated to fourth from first in half a lap. Bands and Sierra continue to fight for fifth just behind these four.
Yeah, these get sorted out quick if they want any sort of hope to catch that 31. Because once that 31 hits clean air, it might be over. I think that 27 might be the only guy that can catch him.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think his teammate... Oh no! Around goes a 27 in turn 2! Contact with the inside wall.
Strikes again.
Contact with the inside wall, a single car spin. And Ghost goes around from second, trying to chase down his teammate. Now this will hand second place off to Radical. Can he make the push to get his... Oh, it's flipped! Oh my goodness!
He's on his lid!
Caution's gonna come out as Radical catches a bad curb and goes upside down in the bus stop at Watkins Glen. Goodness gracious.
How in the world? How did that happen?
The 27 of Ghost just took a sigh of relief because his race would have been over if we made it green all the way to the end of this race. And the 31 of Nick is just, oh my goodness. He had this one. He was driving away. And the 10 trying to make it through the bus stop, trying to pick up any time that he can. Finds himself on his lid in the bus stop. Let's take another look at both incidents from that lap. First, the 27 from second, spinning through turn 2. Here he is, really aggressive off of turn number 1. Got a good run, it looked like. Turned in and just, God, I can't explain that. It looks like he just caught the wall and just maybe the curb and the wall at the same time, sent that car around, but no contact made with any other cars, just him and the wall and the car. Something about that combination did not go well, and 27 goes for a spin from second place, trying to hunt down his teammate. But now, this incident with the 10 is giving him a second life. Let's have a look. Right after that clip ends, we got another one here. Excuse me. The 10 of Radical. I don't think there was any contact with him and his teammate. I think Radical just trying to be a little too aggressive through the bus stop. Gonna catch that first curb, bounce a little bit, and then just, wow, completely jump over that third curb right there. All 4 tires hit it and sent that car all the way off the ground. And a hard hit upside down into the Ohio Edison barrier. That Go Bowling barrier and that Ohio Edison barrier have seen the most action here tonight. Look at that, the 10 car.
Catching bodies.
All the way on its side, up and over into the Ohio Edison wall. And comes to rest on its roof.
And through all of that, the 5-car of Bance has found himself in third, somehow.
Wow.
What a break for him. See if any of these leaders decide to come down a second time.
We are going to overtime. Once again in the playoffs.
We are.
What do I need to change my laps to? 46. Thank you.
I think you did mention it. You wouldn't be shocked if we got an overtime.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the trend for the playoffs. really didn't see many overtimes in the regular season, but this fight for a championship is awakening something in these drivers, obviously. Man, surprised we saw some people pit.
If you look at the fuel on some of these leaders, yeah, but you look at the fuel on some of these leaders, it's going to be close.
Actually,
I think.
Yeah, Hickory.
I think there's enough off throttle time. I think these guys could potentially save. I think it's going to be really close.
Really looking at those 2 fourths and second and third, the Blaze Technology Motorsports teammates, Hickory and Van, significantly less fuel on board compared to all the cars around them.
And Nick is good on fuel.
Yeah, I think everybody else, at least in the top 5, is good. And then from there on, everybody was just on pit road. So pit road going to be open one more time. I doubt these two are going to pit even with the less fuel. So track position, very important, especially on these restarts diving into turn 1. Do not want to be in the back and then get caught up in something that you did not start or that you can't avoid. So, coming around to the decision. And yeah, like I said, staying on the racetrack is majority of the front runners. Michigan going to come to pit road all by himself. Not been the night the 69 has been looking for. No stage points throughout the night. And already coming into the playoffs, 6th. Or already coming in to the point, or into the round, 6th out of 6 cars in the playoff standings.
Yeah.
That was a mouthful.
The night that his teammate was looking for either.
Absolutely.
David.
Both of those two, 5th and 6th, coming into the race. We're looking for better days. Neither of those two gotten any stage points. Rough sledding for the Dynaco duo. We need to add another lap, I think. Oh, never mind. Wait, so is it 46 or 47? I think it should be 46. Okay, it's 47. All right, coming to the choose cone this time. I don't know if we'll get this thing done in 1 overtime, if I'm being honest. I think we might see 2, maybe even 3, which is the limit. We'll just have to see. Been a wild race. Been a fun one nonetheless, though. Nick and Hickory to the inside. Band's going to go right through the middle of the choose cone like a... Okay. IMR to the outside. IMR, I like that choice by IMR to go to the outside all by yourself, get on the front row. He's been very impressive at the road courses on this season. We'll see how he holds his own now finally with some track position for the first time tonight, I'm pretty sure. We'll see how this 25 does on this restart, see if he can maybe get that first career win. But all around him is playoff drivers looking to kick off the round of 6 with a win.
Watch out for that 10 of Radical. Still very much in this thing.
Radical had so much success from row 2. We're back green, overtime in the NAPA Auto Parts Brake Series. Lots of contact. We all stay straight, though. Oh, 25 lost a lot of positions. Here comes Hickory again.
15's gonna get the lead.
Surging to the lead through turn 1. Hickory now leads him uphill through the S's.
Look out, that wall, look out. Oh, my goodness. I didn't think they were going to make it.
Nick, Sierra, and Radical all under a blanket for second. Hickory's trying to drive away, get his first win of the season here at Watkins Glen. Still side by side, multiple places in the back.
Come on, boys, make it through here. Just make it through here.
Here we come to the bus stop once again. Oh, we got contact. Michigan around. Are we going to stay green? Contact between Radical and Nick for second. Starting to close in on the 15 as well. It is supposed to be 46.
Because we're supposed to be coming to the white here.
Yeah, we're coming to the white.
This is the white flag, guys.
Little bit of contact coming through turns 3 and 4. Not 3 and 4, 6 and 7. Radical and Nick side by side coming off into the final corner, but Hickory gonna lead us to the white flag. non-playoff driver here, leading at Watkins Glen. Got his teammate behind him in the playoffs. You want to help your teammates out as much as you can, but you also want to win for yourself. I don't think Hickory's going to lay off. If Radical does get to him, there will be contact. Hickory is not going to lay over for his teammate. Playoffs, be damned. Coming down the backstretch for the final time. Let's see what happens to the bus stop. Calamity Corner all night. Can Hickory keep it clean?
He gets through here. Smooth sailing from here.
Taking it very easy. Gonna give up a little bit of time. Radical and Nick side by side. They make it by the Ohio Edison barrier. Radical back to second now.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah, Hickory. That
gonna be
might
it. That
have been
31
what the
going up to
15
10.
needed. That might have been what the 15 needed to get this gap to the
I
checkered
think he's
flag.
got it. I think the 15's got this in the bag now, boys.
Massive gap to the back bumper. Hickory turn 6, keeping it within the barriers. Turn 7 for the final time. And he's got it, coming back to the checkered flag. First win of the season comes at Watkins Glen for the 15 of Hickory.
Playoff, upset, non-playoff driver. Good for you.
What a finish.
Hell yeah.
What a drive by the 15. Man, Hickory back in the car for the first time. Back in the car for the first time a few weeks ago at Darlington, and he has been running great ever since he returned. And he finally gets that first win of the season tonight at Watkins Glen. What a win.
I don't think 31's going to be too happy. He thinks the 10 held him up. 31 wanted that win, and he was probably the class of the field tonight, but the 15 just took advantage at the right opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Hickory was great on the restarts, great through turn 1, especially. That's where he got the lead. And he never looked back once he saw clean air on the nose of that 15 car. What a win for Hickory. And what a night for the playoff drivers, especially the Dynaco Racing Motorsports teammates, David and Michigan. No stage points for those two sub-top 5 finishes for both. Michigan finishing outside of the top 10, and that's going to put these two into a big hole going into Elwood next weekend, the Super Speedway. Good opportunity, to bounce back. Two very good playoff Super Speedway drivers in those two. IMR gets the fastest lap, but Hickory, your victor of the Go Bowling 130 at the Glen.
I'm personally really excited for these post-race interviews. Because I think some of them are going to be really colorful.
Me too. Oh, wow. Hickory gonna burn it down on the front stretch here at Watkins Glen. After a very strong second half of this race. Was pretty quiet through the beginning stages, and then once stage 3 hit, that 15 car turned on and was just lights out.
I mean, I think we both thought that 31 was... I thought he was going to walk away with this race. That late restart, though.
Nick was so strong all night. But we were talking about how good the 31 was at restarting, but right there on that final one where it mattered most, 15 of Hickory steps up to the plate and takes the dub right from the 31 and his teammate in the 10. Can't get over the catch fence. That was awesome. I'm excited for the Cup Series when they come here next week. Here he is in BGE Victory Lane. Hickory for the Blaze Tech 15 to be back in victory lane. What a drive it was. Hickory turn around. Okay. And let's grab him for an interview. Hickory, what a job. What a drive here, especially late at Watkins Glen to get your first win of the season here in the playoffs while not being in the playoffs. What does that mean, first of all, to you as a driver, and what type of statement does that send to the rest of the field?
Honestly, this is like freaking amazing. I didn't really expect to come in here and win. But as a non-playoff driver, it does kind of sting a little bit, because what if I was a playoff driver with the round I had last round? What could have been, but it is what it is, and I'm just glad we were able to get the win today.
Absolutely. Great drive. Teammate came home second. Good day for Blaze Technology Motorsports. And, congrats on the win, and hopefully we'll see you next weekend at Elwood.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now we'll go to second place finisher. Second place finisher Radical in the 10 here. Watch this teammate take the win. Radical had a great day. Overall, ended up P2 behind your teammate Hickory getting his first win of the season. So how does it feel to watch him get that win and then have such a strong points day yourself? How does that help your playoffs to start the round of 6 like you did?
Yeah, really happy for Hickory to get that win. Me, Bands, and now Hickory have won the last 3 races. Things going really well for our team, Blaze Tech. Like what Hickory was just saying. Really wish he made these playoffs. He would had a really good shot at it. I don't really think we had the best car. Just like the bus stop and turn 6 were some of my weak points where I noticeably saw me losing time. And I know Nick's gonna be disappointed with that. He really had the best car. But I think he scored the most points out of all the playoff drivers. Might be wrong about that. Maybe Nick did. But Elwood, Dover up next. Not really expecting to like win any of those tracks. Maybe Elwood. Dover, I'm not too sure about. But P2, first, second, last 2 races. Pretty nice results. Was very worried of getting taken out there at the end. Luckily, we didn't.
Yeah, definitely a very strong performance for you tonight. And like you said, unfortunately couldn't go 2 in a row, but good start to the round. And we'll keep an eye on you through these next 2 weeks at Owen and Dover to see how you fare. But thanks for talking to me, Radical, and we'll see you next weekend at Elwood. All right. Now we'll go to our third place finisher, Nick. Arguably the best car all night. Comes home P3 after a stage win in stage number 1. Good start to the playoffs for you, and as well as third place finish. So Nick, tell me how it feels to come home third after having such a strong car and unfortunately just didn't quite execute like you needed to on that final restart.
Well, it's very disappointing. This is the first time I feel like I've been the fastest in a long time. I love this track. It plays into my racing style very well. It's very upsetting with how it ended. We had the 10 and 15 ahead of us, the 15-1. Every time he lined up behind me, it always felt like I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get sent out the way. I'm pretty sure his S key, it just disappears going into turn 1 on the restarts, and so he just uses me instead. That's the only way I can think might be going on, because there's no way he's that slow to not be able to, hit the brakes going into turn one, like 3 restarts in a row. It's upsetting. He's a non-playoff driver. He's racing like it's for the championship. The 10, he was fine. We had our bits and battles. There were some problems at all points. No, he had slow points. I had slow points. He had his fast points. I had my fast points. Unfortunately, on that final lap, we couldn't work together. I think. I was hoping going into that final lap, he'd stick behind me, knowing that I'd be a little bit faster. Didn't work out though.
Yeah, definitely not a night to hang your head on for sure, but good start to the round of 6, as I said. Got points throughout the day, and yeah, unfortunately, unable to get the victory after having probably the best car all night. So, congrats on the run, Nick, and we'll see you next weekend at Elwood.
Thank you.
Sounded like one of my interviews right there.
All right, next we will interview Sierra. We'll talk to Sierra next.
Hello.
Let's see. Here he is. Here on pit road, post Watkins Glen with the 28 Sierra. Had a pretty quiet run, but showed your face inside the top 5 there, especially late. And I believe finished top 5, if not just outside. But regardless, non-playoff driver. Fourth, yeah, so top 5, non-playoff driver inside the top 5. That's a good run for you. And got away with not making too many enemies, it looked like, either. So tell me how this race went for you, and tell me what's your mindset throughout the rest of the season.
This race went really well for me. Didn't get really into any conflict, probably almost no conflict. I had a couple run-ins with maybe the 27 and the 64, but overall it wasn't really anything too hindering. Had a good car. Thought we could have done maybe just a little bit better at the end of that race, but we'll take a top 4 for the fact that we're not a playoff driver. Congratulations to the 15 Hickory for that win. He was up front pretty much all day, so congrats to him. Shout out to the Coast Guard, my sponsor. Shout out to Jarrero Motorsports. Just had a good run today.
Definitely a great run for you. Hopefully some momentum to build off of to maybe go catch that first career win throughout the rest of the season. So thanks for talking to me, Sierra.
Also, one of my friends, Stricken Vase, wants a shout out. So shout out to him too.
All right, well, shout out to Stricken, and hopefully we see you next weekend at Elwood, Sierra.
Will do.
All right. Now we'll talk to, I don't remember who finished where. We'll talk to Hernan now. Here on pit road, post Watkins Glen with the 51 of Hernan. Playoff driver leader of the playoffs coming into Watkins Glen. And a up and down run for you. Showed speed towards the beginning, but lost track position through stages 2 and 3, and unfortunately cannot find your way back to the front. So tell me how the race went for you. And tell me how you think you did to kick off your round of 6.
I wish I could have finished better, honestly, but had up and downs, like you said. Had speed at the start and got pretty good points day, honestly. P2 in stage 1 and P5, only playoff driver, and I got points that time, so it is gonna help me a lot to keep the points lead and chase for the championship. I'm still glad it was the top 5 though, and allows me to at least have some sort of shot of maintaining the points lead. Did get screwed over a lot. Wish I could have kept the car clean throughout the race, but I failed to maintain to avoid all the trouble. But thankfully, got a top 5, like I said, thanks to our team, Jarrero Motorsports, and this coaster 51 Dodge. Happy to bring home a top 5 here in New York.
Yeah, definitely a solid bounce back for you. after, like I said, falling outside of the top 5, coming back to finish 5th. That's a great run for you and the Jarrero team, and yeah, hopefully the championship quest can continue. So we'll see you next weekend at Elwood. All right. Now we'll talk to Russell. Here with driver of the number 48, Bear Motorsports Chevrolet, after Watkins Glen. Russell had a pretty eventful day. For the wrong reasons, I would say. Saw you have a lot of contact, get spun around backwards a number of times tonight. So, tell me how the race went for you, and yeah, being unfortunately eliminated from the playoffs after last weekend. So, tell me what the mindset is for the rest of the season.
First of all, big shout out to Toddy. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was holding me up, putting me in the wall and all that, being a great teammate, being a great team player. But it's stupid how much of a roadblock he is sometimes. But this race was not okay at the least, because I don't know why, but we kept getting in the wall. We kept getting sent. I tried correcting myself at times, but yeah, I guess I got lucky with that stage 1, since we got some stage points. But other than that, I want to give my biggest shout out to Toddy for being a terrible teammate and not knowing how to
How to? Oh, he's gone. All right, well, that was Russell, and obviously frustrated within the team there following Watkins Glen. And so now let's go get the other side of the story. Let's interview Toddy here, the driver of the number 99 Bear Motorsports Chevrolet, to see what Toddy has to say about this. Toddy, once again, not the run you were looking for, but finished in the top 10, first top 10 for Toddy. So something to be proud of tonight. But we just spoke to your teammate Russell, and he was not very happy with how you raced him. So do you have anything to say in defense of yourself, or anything you like to say about the race in general?
Yeah. So I'm actually looking at general, and he mentioned a few times where I was trying to block like 3 or 4 cars, and he was one of them, and our cars got stuck. Like, he was stuck on my rear bumper, and I actually tried to turn out of the way, but yeah, there's generally nothing I could do there, and we just went straight into the wall in the chicane. But yeah, despite me and Russell just being mad at each other, I honestly just want to finish the season off, because this season hasn't been great for both of us. We still haven't gotten our first wins yet, and this season wasn't just good for us at all.
Yeah, definitely not been the season you or Bear Motorsports was looking for, but back with the team next season, so hopefully you can build on your performances from this season and maybe go fight for another playoff spot next season. So yeah, thanks for talking to me, Toddy, and we'll see you hopefully we see you next weekend at Elwood.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Bands has asked for an interview. Let's hope he uses an actual microphone. Hello, Bands. I can't. Oh, you're muted.
These fucking sucked.
Okay. Okay, that was Bands. What was that? Bro, what was that, bro? All right, that'll do it for our coverage of the Gold Bowling 130 at Watkins Glen for the NAPA Brakes Series. Blaze Technology Motorsports continues their winning ways with 3 in a row, 15 of Hickory this time, getting the win, his first of the season. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night for the Cub Series, the Honda 400 at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So make sure you tune in. Should be a good show tomorrow. But for now, this is King signing off. Hope everybody has a good night.